All right, welcome back to the Crossie Flash Spooder show. Um, you know how it is. We be getting these videos done daily.
Very
But
timely fashion.
anyway, today we have special guest Spooder. Say hello, Spooder.
Hello, Spooder.
Okay, very good. Today is the Bully Crossie episode where we pick apart all his armies as he goes against a new guy, Maca. So, all right, let's jump into it. So this is a High Elves versus Wood Elves matchup. I don't know, Spooder. What do you think about this matchup?
Who's who here? I didn't see.
Crossie is the High Elves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then Maca on there. What else?
Okay. Okay. What do you think? I mean, some bunch of Illyrian Reavers, which is good against the Wood Elves, because the only thing the Illyrian Reavers can do is run down skirmishers, which
Yeah,
Wood Elves is all about.
got some.
Exactly what they're there for.
Were you expecting some
Yeah,
like
man.
a full skirmish army, Crossie?
I was expecting him to have a lot of lightly armored units, which is kind of why I just brought them, because although they're pretty rubbish normally, just on the charge against anything, they can do some decent damage. So, well,
Yeah.
not decent, but some kind of harassment and damage. So, yeah. And it was mainly just like a cheap screen against archers. Or missile cav, I was thinking as well, that the Wood Elves can bring, so...
Okay, let's take a look at Crossie's army first here. Front line of spearmen, that's normal. We got just some normal archers here. I think he went the Bretonia build. We got a shit ton of silver shields, or well, two of them. We got some Illyrian Reavers, which isn't bad against the Wood Elves, just because you got a lot of skirmishers you're gonna want to take down pretty fast. But yeah, pretty basic army. A life mage, Tyrion. Yeah.
Bringing Tyrion is a weird choice here. I don't know about that one.
I've tried to out-skirmish in the past with High Elves and just had not much success, so I figured I'd just bring someone
Oh,
that I could use to try to rush their lords. The only thing would be the sisters, maybe, but
I mean,
any
fighting
of the other
Wood
lords,
Elves,
then...
the better idea is to just not out skirmish them, but to just rush them down fast units.
Yeah.
Don't get more
Tyrion,
faster than Tyrion.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, but you don't use Tyrion to like attack unit formations. He's bad at that.
He was mainly just to...
Like going 1v1. He's really good at it, but like going against the Wood Elves, I don't know honestly what I would pick. Like maybe even just an ordinary noble on a chariot, just something to run down people.
Interesting. Yeah.
Because everything else, like the High Elves don't have. I mean, if you put like somebody on a dragon or Teclis on a Arcane Phoenix or something to like be able to destroy unit formations, sure. But I don't know. Tyrion is a weird choice here. But Life Mage, I guess that's for Tyrion exclusively because
This is going to be a recurring theme, I think you'll see.
Yeah, this is the Bully Crossie episode. Well, actually, no, the Bully Crossie episode is me and him in conference finals.
I mean, it's good if you want to protect Tyrion. Also, Life Mage, the what's it called? The spell one, the Dwellers Below now is actually a really good spell. So actually useful, when I think about it.
Yeah. I would say this is
apart from that, it's fine, I guess.
yeah, it's solid against Wood Elves. Yeah, my only issue is like with Wood Elves, they can be so diverse, especially.
So like one thing I would do here is instead of bringing like 5 spearmen and 3 archers, I would just not bring ordinary archers. Shorten the spearmen by like 2 and have like 3 of them, and then bring like 3 or 4 Lothar and Seaguar with shields. They would be able to take care of Wood Elves because they have silver shields. So Wood Elves shooting at them would be pretty shit. Yeah, but you could shoot back and kill the Wood Elves.
They could also
Yeah,
do.
my idea here is to use the spearmen and the cheap cavalry is more of a screen, so that I didn't require the archers to have like a straight up fight.
True.
Yeah.
But like, unless you're fighting somebody like the dwarves or somebody, taking a Lothar and Seaguard is always better than taking archers.
Yeah.
If you can afford to not have a proper front line, but yeah, I think it would be better if you brought that. But I guess it's kind of fine. I don't know.
The Lofren Sea Guard also will do decent damage to the Wood Elf Cav because it's like good charge bonuses, right? But staying power.
In melee, I mean, there's no reason why you would charge the Lofren Sea Guard. Which
yeah.
But,
it just like in general, it backs them off and they can't really do anything. So.
But yeah, all in all, a pretty cheap, basic high elf army. Like except for Tyrion, everybody is just the cheapest unit you can bring.
That was the other idea, is that I don't want to give any prime targets to Way Watchers or anything that you might have brought.
True.
All right, let's look at this Wood Elf army and remember this guy is new, so it's not go too harsh on him.
Very diverse army, I have to say.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, my first question is Hawk Riders. Kind of just like why? Honestly, I would never ever in a million years bring these. You're never gonna get value out of them.
Hawk Riders, they changed those units since the DLC, but they still function the same, and in custom battles in campaign they're different. But one of the interesting things is he brought a Spellweaver as a general, and they added that with the newest DLC. And she has some spells, like she can make stuff invisible with one of the palm spells. And what else does she have? Channeling steps for ability to recharge. So she can do that and then like wait a bit and then recharge and then make somebody else invisible. So you can use this general to charge down stuff, like make like big dumb stuff like the Zotes invisible, or a dragon.
Yeah.
He brought all the spells. I guess that's
yeah.
You said he's old, so yeah.
Yeah, I would say like with Lords, like I guess with the Wood Elves it's fine, but I would never bring something like this. Bring the Sisters of Twilight, Dorfu, like even against
if you have Tree Man and stuff like that, bringing a Spellweaver of Life is fine, or like dragons. You try to make them invisible and just fly in. It's actually a good choice, but with this kind of army, the only thing he can really heal and make be useful, make that healing ability useful, is Treekin. But they're not a very like important unit, especially not against this kind of high elf army.
Yeah, I think one major problem with this Wood Elf army is I don't think he knew what he exactly wanted to do. As we said before, it's very diverse. Like there's like 3 different parts to this army, and they're not going to sync up well.
The amount of micro, like if I played this, I would just lose my head. I wouldn't know what the fuck would be going on, because so he has 2 Hawk Riders, so he has to micro them. Well, not really, but because you have no aerial units, he just has to keep them out of archer range. Then he has Glade Riders with spears, one of them, so that's a melee cavalry. And then he has 2 missile cavalry, which he has to micro. And he has 2 Deepwood Scouts with Swift Shiver shards, which are have a lot worse range than the regular archers, and going to be really badly outranged by the High Elven Archer, so he's gonna have to micro them too. They are invisible though, but still he has to micro them.
Also, big problem with these archers is their placement is like god awful. Like especially against high elves, putting your like archers they cost 800, putting them right on the front line, they're just gonna get annihilated. You want to put them on the sides, but even then they'd be fucked because of the Lyrian Reavers.
They are invisible, so you can shoot and then run back. They shoot in a 360. Doesn't have to care that much about him. They're a good unit all in all. He has 2 Glade Rider with Starfire shards, with which he doesn't have to worry much about. Like they're over there in the back line. Some Eternal Guard, I guess, doesn't have to worry about that. 2 Treekin, and some War Dancers. I mean, if all the archers die, all of them, War Dancers would be able to kill all those spearmen on their own. Yeah. Like 1v5 would be able to kill them all.
Problem is they got 15 armor and there's
but so if you look at the War Dancers, they have this ability called the Shadow's Coil, which gives them 24 melee defense. So they're like 60 melee defense. So yeah, good luck going through that with spearmen.
Yeah, definitely. They would annihilate the spearmen, as you said. All archers need to die.
They also get 20% physical resistance, and they are immune to psychology. So
they are very good unit. Problem is, in a situation like honestly, I think this is a pretty high elf advantage matchup, especially against wood elves. Like, just in general, the high elves have a lot to counter him.
If the wood elf player was a god and able to micro all of this at once, he would be 100%. But it's just like not possible to micro all of this.
It's not
hard, especially against an army which has like 6 cavalry units.
Yeah, definitely. I would say just something to take note of this army. Always know your goals and objectives for what you want your army to be. This one is way too over the place, way too much micro. As Peter said, you have to be a literal like god to be able to micro everything, pay attention to everything, and things are going to slip away. And as soon as things slip away, that's when you lose the battle. So, yeah. I think that's it. You guys have any finishing remarks before we start the battle?
I'm good to go.
All right.
Let's go.
Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So let's see the opening moves. Okay, yeah. So the deep scouts are invisible, but oh no, they're dead. Like as soon as they fire.
I don't know, man. Let's see. Shooting at spearmen not a good idea. They won't be doing shit. And the archers are shooting back, and
they're
I didn't take that much damage, but yeah. One of the main mistakes of using missile cav is just putting them directly in front of the enemy front line and letting them get shot by the enemy archers, and that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah, you always want to put them on the flanks, make them go around, you know. They're meant to be like this, they're completely wasted. All that money you spent is, gone. Also the Deepwood Scouts, like one of the units is almost completely gone. Actually still has a decent unit count, but the health is there go the glide
microing his cav on the left. They're doing anything.
They just sitting there.
They be sitting.
They be sitting. What they gonna do though? Nothing. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there go the Glade Riders with spears. Yeah, they'll get annihilated in that situation. Hawk Riders just kind of sitting back. Here come the Treekin. Treekin,
I mean, they are pure defensive units. They don't do damage.
Yeah. They, weird choice here. What spell is that?
It's the Awakening of the Woods or whatever. It's like the basic one.
I see. Those silver helms are dying. Yeah. How much armor do they have? Not a lot. But here come the Treekin running up as the spearmen fall back. Crossie finally touched his cav on the left. No.
Yeah, but I mean, even though they were getting shot at for that time, I've lost half a unit of Valyrian Reavers. And
he lost the silver helms on the right flank. They got routed.
Yeah, I charged in. That was mainly just to try to buy time for me to try and deal with the Treekin.
So if I was Wood Elves right now, I would just use the Hawk Riders in melee because they're armor piercing and then just run into the archers and the back line, Crossie's back line, just kill them. Like they would be able to run them down pretty easily. But he's just wasting them because the Hawk Riders are shit if you use them as they're supposed to be used, quote unquote, because they're flying missile cavalry, but they're shit at being missile cavalry.
Yeah, they have no armor piercing, and just in general, they just.
It's not even that. They just don't do damage. They have such a low amount of missile strength for the unit count. They just don't do any damage.
Yeah. And Tyrion running into that Spellweaver. That Spellweaver's dead. Just absolutely,
So, if you do the math and times that, so 43 missile strength times 24, that's 860. It's above, a bit above 1,040. I don't know. I don't want to calculate it exactly. And if you look at the archers, it's 90 units of 20 damage. That's 1.8 thousand in one volley. That's almost double the amount, and that's just basic archers.
I'm trying to remember what spells I cost it. I think this might be the first time I remember to use the one you mentioned earlier, the dwellers below here.
Dwellers below,
yeah, I'll do decent damage to those Treekin. But yeah, this battle's become a cleanup. The Wood Elves being all over the place, and as you say, those Hawk Riders were kind of just sitting there, and they entered way too late. And now they're dead.
Yeah, the problem with them, I think, is that even when you charge them in, obviously they can mess up archers, but as soon as they get caught by anything with any kind of killing power, they go down so quickly.
Yeah, I would just don't bring them.
Spellweaver being in the vicinity of Tyrion.
Yeah.
To be fair, she's been like dodging the whole game, and wasn't able to get any like proper hits in. But yeah,
Oh, here Tyrion comes. Let's see. Boom. It's like quarter of health gone.
Bonk.
Bonk.
He didn't even use the feint and riposte. The one that increases his melee attack. Makes him like over 100 melee attack.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what did. It was probably. Yeah, I'm actually really curious to see what did most of the damage this battle.
For whom? I'm looking through some units and I don't know.
Thank you for the input.
Yeah, it's moving away. Like if I press on a unit, it just cancels it out and goes to Tyrion. So far,
Yeah,
he dealt
it's annoying.
9,000 damage.
Oh. Yeah. What is still like? Yeah. How is that Spellweaver still alive? What the hell?
I
Okay.
don't know.
Mass route.
my attack orders through the I tried to get Tyrion to chase her a ton of times, but the attack orders kept getting lost for some reason. So, yeah.
Yeah. So Tyrion did decent damage. The of course the Cav, the Silver Helms did decent damage. Yeah. This Wood Elf army is all over the place.
Not optimal. War
Yeah.
dancers killed a lot, but doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah, they got
I
knocked out,
just bogged them down with like two kind of spearmen who had both been kind of damaged in the front row fight, and they just stayed there the whole game. So
Yeah.
Hawk Rider actually dealt some damage. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was melee or some shit.
Yeah.
I think they were able to fire the whole game. To be fair, so yeah, I didn't deal with them as quickly as I maybe should have, but.
All right, let's move on to the second replay, which is Empire versus Norska. Interesting. What is this Norska build?
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I don't know.
Infantry is overrated, I think.
Yeah. What the hell? Yeah,
What is this map? Why did you choose this map?
because it's funny. There's a giant rock in the middle.
Yeah, but there's like woods on one side, and it's kind of. I actually know that's in the middle. Yeah, it's he has banger deployment.
All
Yeah,
right.
big rock in the middle.
Before we look at the Norska army, let's just go through Crossie's army really quick. Pretty basic. Flat.
Yeah. I mean, often what I bring now is a flagellant front row and then a couple of huntsmen. Carl Franz and a life wizard, just because if you bring Carl, you need healing, and just demigryphs. I decided not to go with the armor piercing variants this time, or the
What?
halberd variant this time, but
Why'd you go with Carl instead of Volgrim?
because I wanted someone that could potentially swoop in and deal damage if you brought a mammoth, and I feel like Carl is the best damage dealing lord the Empire has. So
Okay.
I mean, Volkmar is he can't do shit against a lot of stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
he'll massacre
Yeah.
like infantry when he rolls through, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's just some cheap spares to kind of protect the back line from
Yeah.
wolves or whatever he decides to throw there. So.
Sucks that Hellstorm battery's like useless. This
Yeah, and
game.
that was supposed to be just to kind of deal with some damage to the kind of chap infantry, which I was assuming he would bring, but it turns
Yeah.
out it's going to be hard to get any value from that this battle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Norskins,
the Hellstorm can do a lot of damage. It doesn't matter. Like if you hit the skin wolves, it kills.
oh yeah, they will kill them if it hits, but it's obviously a lot harder to hit like quick moving units like that than infantry. So yeah, I don't really know what to say about this.
Yeah, I mean this.
North army, it's
It's fine.
It's a
like
basic Crossie Empire army. Okay, let's look at this.
boring Empire army. Let's look at the cool Norse.
Yeah, so we got Wolfric on a chariot. Okay, then we got those lords are fine.
yeah, Shaman on a chariot, Lord of Fire. Also,
Yeah,
decent,
he
but-
brought all the
Pretty good
spells.
attack.
Very good. He has a situation. He has a spell for everything. Skinwolves are a pretty solid unit. Whenever I go
love
against
Skinwolves.
Norska,
Absolutely love Skinwolf.
they're so fucking annoying to deal with. Like,
Just a couple of
Yeah.
like Death Stars of like Skinwolves on like either flank or just chasing down the enemy kind of large units, and they're really strong.
yeah,
And they regen too, which can like
There's some
Help team
warhounds. There's some warhounds ready to retreat off the map.
yeah, all the way. I'm like, I don't know what they're doing over here, but they'll do their job.
I guess they're not even they're visible to the Emperor right now. They're not even visible.
We have some Marauder Ice Wolf chariots. Like, okay,
Oh, wait, there's a Skinwolf Werekin over in the forest just chilling.
with the Marauder Horseman as well. Yeah,
is there?
Oh
yeah, I see him.
Look at this. Okay, here we go. Ruinous Flesh Self Constant. Some good
Interesting
shit.
bring there. I've actually never seen that before. But
I've used it a few times before, but
Regeneration.
I find just bringing another Skinwolf is normally
yeah,
better than the Wiccan. So
big
that
scary
might be
werewolf.
me. Yeah.
I don't know. Still, it's fine. It's fine.
He brought two of them. He brought two Marauder Ice Wolf chariots. Okay, my
Yeah, one
biggest
of them.
question is like why? I mean, yeah, that's it. Like, usually these type of chariots aren't going to be able to do much. I mean, you can charge them into infantry; they'll do decent damage, but they're just kind of a pain to micro. My favorite are the one the Chaos have, but they don't shoot missiles. They just kind of chill. Do these ones shoot missiles? I don't know.
Yeah, these are missed all the time. I
Yeah.
got Javelin, I think.
I don't know, man. This is a weird army. I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, okay. We got some Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes, some Marauder Horsemasters. Yeah, okay. So I don't think Norska's really fit to. I see what he's trying to do, but I don't know if Norska's that fit to do an army like this. Yeah, you're just not going to be able to get enough out of your Marauder Horsemen. I mean,
Yeah,
do they
again,
have armor
I think
piercing?
it's just going for like a too kind of micro-intensive army again. Like,
Yeah,
sometimes
definitely.
you just need like a front row, which you can just right-click on the enemy front line and have them engage,
Yeah.
and then kind of micro around the flanks, so like micro your archers or something. Unless
Yeah.
you're an incredibly strong player, it's hard to like micro your front row engagements, your back row, like trying to get your flanks in, your missile units all at the same time. So yeah, that's why I particularly like Plagents in this engagement, or just generally, because you tell them to attack and they'll attack until the last one dies. So it's like the definition of just kind of click and forget kind of thing, and
Yeah.
it frees you up to then focus elsewhere on other fights. So
He's just gonna forget about too much. I mean, $10 bet these. Well, actually, they might move, but like these Norskin Warhounds all the way on the left side of the map, they're just gonna be, I don't even know what they're gonna be doing. Like they're gonna like move, and then they're just gonna chill and do nothing probably, while he's trying to move his horsemen all over the place.
They're ready to retreat. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
they're
it.
ready to retreat. Yeah, it's just weird army. I would not do a Norska army like this. I don't play Norska, but even I know it's like, this is going to be rough. But I think he has the advantage here because this is such a out there army. Like this army is one that you would never expect in a million years. That you're like, oh, okay, and I have to deal with this now. But I think Crossie's army is fit enough to beat this one. So let's start the battle. Let's go. So let's see what he does first. He moves up. Wait, what? Ah, yes, shooting at the chariots.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. He's just moving up his lord first. Okay, there go. His right flank's now starting to move up. The ready to retreat warhounds are just chilling, not moving yet. That hit a skin wolf, but yeah, like no damage was done. Again, we have the same problem of skirmish cav right on the front lines, just chilling.
Nice
Okay.
both there. He's got a burning head and
the burning head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like you got, yeah, those.
Is it gonna hit the other flash ones? Yes, it is. Crossie, what are you doing?
the one thing I'll say here is that he's using the Ice Wolf chariots as missile cavalry.
Yeah.
When
Don't do that.
yeah, the kind of missile attack is a bonus already with units like these. This should be
They'd be able to go into the flagellants and do decent damage.
running in. Yeah.
What he could have done here, and what he had like the ability to do right now, was after he used that Sea Fang and the Burning Head and the Flagellant, he basically broke your front line. He could have just ran in
Yeah.
into your Archers and the Hellstorm. Like, not that it matters if he kills the Hellstorm because it's kind of useless, but it still could have done that.
Yeah, okay, I'm kind of getting mad at these chariots just sitting here. Like, they're literally go in.
You can see on the right flank the value of Skin Wolves, in that my Demogryphs got completely just crushed it, and I recklessly charged Carlin hoping to swing it. Managed to route one of them, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a good engagement.
That kills people.
Carl.
Dying.
Yeah, Carl's, he's getting bonked to death by Skin Wolves.
Now he's finally charging in his chariots on either side, so...
It's like the Skin Wolf American is just chewing him down.
Yeah, that was a rough fight there.
If he would have charged in his chair, what is he doing with his Marauder? Yeah, okay, this is the problem of the micro. You see, there's oh no, he finally moved him, but there were 2 units of Marauder horsemen over there. The Warhound still has okay, they're finally joining the battle. Oh, Carl died.
Has been munched by werewolves. Yeah.
Wow, I'm actually surprised how well he is doing. If he would have charged in his chariots earlier and took out the archers, he might have stood somewhat of a chance. But yeah.
Not gonna lie, looking at this battle, he like if he was microing better, he would have won this for sure. But like
more than this below. I love that spell.
He's doing some really weird shit. Like, he had so many opportunities to kill the Huntsman.
Yeah, but he didn't.
You get some. These Wolfhounds finally coming in clutch just to get a nice rear charge and route my Demogryphs, which is very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's getting.
Even if they just run them up a body pit now, that's arguably worth it. Yeah.
Look at them go, chewing up the Demigryph Knights. I am surprised. Yeah, it is showing the funny counter showing it's in his favor. I do not remember this being as close as it was. This weird champ Norscan army is doing good.
To be fair, I can't remember which one.
He won the next one. This one, yeah, this one I think maybe he did win this one. I don't know.
Why are you spoiling it for me, Jake?
I honestly can't remember. I know I lost.
I don't know now anymore.
I don't know who won which fight. So
I wanna watch this autism and.
Oh, okay. We'll watch this.
I think there is quite a big mistake here. Is that he's got a big mobility advantage over me. But yeah, my Huntsman have been able to just continue firing this whole time.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
Doing so much damage like Wolfric and the other Skimwolves. I think they've just got absolutely melted there. Now he's finally pushing through, but
he had so many chances to kill the Huntsman, but she just didn't use it.
Yeah, he's finally going through now.
I think that's that 1400 value for one, and
yes, we have Demigryph Knights with 2 kills. Oh no, they got another one.
Yeah, 1400, 1300 value for both of them. So they both almost doubled their value at this point.
I don't know. I don't know who wins this battle.
Very strange.
Oh, look at that spell!
Zoom.
Zoom.
By the way, Wolfric has 260 kills so far.
He got what was it? How many groups were flattening? He massacred 120 in the first minute, didn't he? With his Sea Fangs have been on point in fair.
Shaman the Sorcerer has 130 kills. Wolfric right now has 270.
I'm going to be honest, I think this might be a Norsca win unless these flagellants kind of...
Yeah, wow, I'm surprised.
Miracle.
It has
been the army loss already happened, it's just the flagellants are unbreakable.
Yeah, don't worry, the flagellants got this.
Have faith in Sigmar.
Wow, so that was the one you lost.
So the weird champ Norscan army wins.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Like one, there's werewolves 2,200 and one in the Wiccan.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe do bring this Norsca army. It might work.
I
You
will
never
say here,
know.
if you look at the chariots, they effectively did nothing, even though they're sat there throwing to so long.
Yeah, get rid of those chariots. Get more skin wolves.
Next battle is spooky, scary skeletons on both sides.
All right, let us load this one up. Tomb Kings against the Vamp Coast. I would say, oh yeah, it's this map. This map's a meme. I don't think we're ever using this one again. Okay, this is a very weird champ. Yeah, okay, we have another weird champ army.
Why are you killing
looking
children, J-Flash?
Looking at mine, I'm not sure what I was going for either. So there's
What'd you say,
a
Spooder?
lot going on here.
Why are you killing children in the background?
Because it's fun.
Okay. Sacrificing.
Exactly.
Wait, who's who here? I didn't
Okay,
see.
so Crossie is the Tomb Kings, and then new guy is the Coast, and I think, yeah, this Coast army. Okay, I think I'm going. Wait, does he? Okay, actually, first let's look at the normal Crossie army, because yeah, I'd say this is like basic of basic Tomb Kings.
Is it?
I mean, I'll go for my reasoning here. So skeleton front row was just to rush forwards, absorb any fire and die. They've got no armor but silver shields, so small armor spy is pretty like irrelevant. And if they die, they die. It's like 300 gold or something. So
Oh wait, why'd you bring chariots?
I'll come to that. We've got skeleton horsemen, super cheap, super rubbish, but they're undead, and if they get into like missile units or they get into cannons or something, they can prevent them firing from ages because they just don't die. So I really like having just some really cheap units like that just to harass.
What about? I mean, you could have just brought like 2 Nehecaran horsemen.
I brought a Nekatara horseman as well, so there's one on the other flank.
Yeah, you brought 1. I saw that one, but
I think I just go for kind of like a general overwhelm with like these guys for the Skaven, where you charge 4 of them in, the enemy intercept 2 of them, and the other 2 then get into their back row. So it's the same with like direwolves, that kind of principle. Skeletons, I'm not really sure. I've seen them used before against me, and I figured I'd give them a go. So
okay, you brought 2 sepulchral stalkers, but you put them in the back.
Oh, do they have Vanguard deployment?
They have Vanguard deployment and they're invisible. So
yeah, but I also have no reason to reveal them right at the start. Like they're just there to deal with any large threat that the enemy might have, or any kind of aerial threat like Luther.
I think you may have gotten a bit too much on the large threat. I mean, you have the Sphinx of Uzbek. I think the Stalkers are a little, much, in my humble opinion. Like
No, the Sepulchral Stalkers are actually an amazing unit.
No, they're really, really good, without a doubt.
That was my favorite.
I put them in the back or to the sides, like behind the enemy lines, and when they're invisible, and I just move them in closer.
Yeah.
When I'm ready to jump out, they jump out and kill stuff.
My point
they're gonna
is,
be really useful against the Death Gunners, the ethereal ones, because they have magical missile attack, so they'll just kill them immediately.
I think basically my entire army is like a screen that's supposed to let those 4 units at the back, the Cetra, the Sphinx of Uzbek, and the 2 Sepulchral Squawkers move up and do damage. So yeah,
they are very, very good. It just, to me, it feels a bit overkill. Even if there was a Silastra or the Sphinx of Uzbek would be able to easily deal with it. I would go with a Casket of Souls that could do decent damage, just in general.
I'm going for like a full rush here, so there's no kind of. I think I'm not going to try to counter skirmish the Vampire Coast. Just get up in their face instead. So yeah.
Yeah, this is. I would say it's a decent army. My only gripe would be the skeleton chariots. Feel like it's a bit too much micro. But yeah, what's your rating of this Tomb King army, Spooder?
I don't know.
Thank you for your input.
It's decent. I mean, I wouldn't bring Cetra because I wouldn't bring like a lot of large units at all, because this is the Vampire Coast. They'll just shoot you down. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what happens.
Cetra, I think I mainly bought because he has the explosion around her, the Wrath of Petra. And I know the Vampire Coast can bring some, like the other units, like the Death Gunners, the Sirens, or the summoned ones from Salokra.
Bring Kotep and just bombard him, like shoot him from afar, and it doesn't matter that much.
I'm not a fan of Kotep, so.
All right. Okay, so this let's talk about this. Let's talk about this weird Champ Coast army. There's we got pirate gunnery mob without anything to defend them. They're just sitting there waiting to be like absolutely annihilated. They're gonna get like one volley in, then they're gonna die. Even with these mongrels and scurvy dogs in the back, they're not enough. They're just and the ethereals, the dead cunners there too are just dead.
Did you just say mongrels?
You're a mongrel. What? The Murngles.
Yeah, I just noticed. Yeah, he doesn't have a front line.
Yeah, he doesn't have a front line, and so the deck gunners, the Regiment of Renown, cost like 1,500, and like even though they are ethereal, they still don't have a lot of health, and anything running into them is gonna kill them.
People like bringing them, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, they do less damage than the actual.
I think it's so hard to get by just because one charge from a really rubbish unit like not like Scurvy Dogs, but like Direwolves or something, and they get absolutely destroyed because their melee attack is so low.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do we get? Oh, okay. Lufer Harkon. We've talked a lot about this. The crazy man who has like schizophrenia on steroids. What's your opinion about Lufer, Spooder? How do you feel about this man?
I don't use him, but he's a weird guy. I see him doing some really weird champ stuff in campaign, but he's not as strong as in custom battles as in campaign.
Yeah.
Like in campaign, you get 80 melee attack with him and 70 melee defense. It's really weird. Actually, no, I think you get the same, but if he's on foot, not on dragon. But he has some stuff on his dragon that's it's kind of unique. Like he has the disrupted, which gives 100% miscast chance and minus 10% physical resistance. That's that's not his dragon. That's his pistol. But his dragon has a poison attack because it's a Terrorgeist. Terrorgeist do that.
Yeah.
And what else? I mean, he has regeneration, which is cool.
Yeah, it's only when he's engaged in melee though, not like Volkmar or someone where they regen outside though. So it's not quite as powerful as them. But
Well, nothing special.
Nice.
It's a guy on a dragon who has a pistol and schizophrenia.
Yeah, I think the main separation from the other kind of vampire dragon things is that he's got the pistol, which can be useful if you have time to use all your ammunition, does decent damage, but yeah, it's got to
shoot down the single targets with it.
Yeah, I would never recommend Lufer. Just bring Silastro or bring Noculus. Like, that's
Oculus.
Yeah, Nocturne.
Anyway.
Bring Davy Jones.
Also, I just want to say, deck droppers. I don't use them.
Wait. Oh yeah, he does have them. What a gamer.
one unit.
It's one of the worst units in the game.
Yeah,
period.
they're awful.
They're so bad. It's like it's impossible to explain how bad they are.
But Spooder, wouldn't you want to be picked up by a bat and drop bombs on people? Oh wait, no, they don't have bombs. They have guns. Never mind. You can shoot people from the sky. Yeah, they're awful. Don't use them. Also, another gripe I have is he brought the Lore of Death, not the Lore of Depth. Don't confuse them. One is much
the same thing.
No, the Lore of Death and the Lore of Depth. They're different.
What?
Death. The Death.
Death and depth.
Yes.
Yes.
One has a big ship, the other one doesn't. Okay? Bring the one with the big ship. Big ship is very good. Also, there's some really good summons. When you just... always bring that one. Like, just lore... This lore...
Yeah, but what about the lore of vampires? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lore of vampires is also really good. But, like, we don't have either of those. We have the lore of death. We have the one that has... I guess you have Spirit Leech.
Yeah,
he-
Spirity is basically the only reason I would bring that is just to
Yeah.
spam Spirity to try and whittle down a Lord or something, like on
Yeah.
top of Matthew or something. But
he brought Luther, the most stupidly overexpensive character in the Vampire Coast roster. Like he's so expensive, he doesn't have any magic, so it's so weird.
Yeah.
Like, if you bring Noctilus, you have a lore of vampires, lore of depth, and lore of shadows all in one with him. And then you bring something else if you want. But like if you bring just Noctilus, you have all the spells that you want. Like he has Wind of Death, he has the healing, he can spawn zombies, he has Pit of Shades, like he has so many random stuff.
Yeah.
He's the same cost pretty much, so...
Yeah, you're spending too much, and then you're also bringing the wrong lore. Also, your zombies in the back line, not too good. Nah.
Yeah, they're cheering up the deck gunners.
Yeah, they'll watch as the deck gunners get absolutely slaughtered. Yeah, not much more to say. I mean, we got some scurvy dogs on the front line when they have Vanguard deployment, so that's cool. We got some Mongols, some Mongoloids. I don't know how you pronounce them. I don't care.
Yeah, he has the two big booms. If you shoot Cetra
Yeah.
or the Necro things, he can shoot it down quickly.
Yeah, the
What do you
big
mean you don't know how
booms.
to pronounce fucking Mongols?
Mongols. You're a
Where
Mongol.
are you born? Or what's your native language, Dayflesh?
J
Is
Flash.
it English, perhaps? Maybe.
No, it's American. Learn it.
But it doesn't-
Retard. Okay, let's start the battle. 3, 2, 1, boom. So Crossie using his rush army, sending them straight up.
Crossie just alt clicking his entire formation.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Look at those Shade Wraith Gunners go, shooting
gonna-
skeleton warriors.
and
Not
kill
gonna lie,
them all.
if the deck gunners, the Carronates, and Luther shot the Necrosphinx or Cetra, they would be able to kill one of those immediately. Like basically
Yeah.
just destroy them immediately.
Yeah, he's targeting the Sphinx Beast spec with his or Usek. Yeah.
Who's sick?
Usek.
Oh yeah, look at those. Okay, maybe I changed my mind on the Stalkers. They did lots of damage to Luther right now. Yeah. Okay, so. Oh, this just hurts to watch. Watching Skeleton Warrior. Why are they marching forward?
Yeah.
They're marching to their death right now.
Oh my god, yeah, the deck gunners are just going for it. They don't care.
Okay, they learned to turn around. They're walking though. Oh no, are they running? No, they're running. They're just waddling away. Yeah, the deck droppers. I don't know if they got 16 kills, but they're like dead. Look at those gunnery mob go in to absorb the charge.
I mean, dude, 16 kills are probably on Skeleton Horsemen, which have
Yeah.
like really low entity health. So, yep,
Yeah.
not that bad really. Oh, that's the Purple Son of Zerus going up.
Look at go the opposite
And
way.
it goes away.
Yeah, Vortex is such a rough thing. Like, I don't use them very often in multiplex. It's so hard to
No.
trust
Yeah,
everything.
I hate him. I hate him.
Now imagine if he had the
So
big ship.
infuriating. I mean,
And-
it wouldn't matter. It's just Skeleton Warriors.
But it would have been funny. Yeah, look at yes. Oh my God, Cetra's taking so much damage right now.
The real problem.
Yeah, this
here
was a
is,
mistake here. He got like caught on something.
Yeah, and here come the
So
horsemen from the back.
I mean, just kill the dead gunners, bro. Just kill them.
Yeah, just go
Yeah,
in.
there you go.
There you
Sphinx
go.
is going. It's gonna destroy them. It has magical damage.
Yeah.
Zoom. I like the animations for Necrosphinx, especially when he impales a guy to roast him into the air and then
cuts him in
through
half.
him.
Yeah.
Very cool.
How's that work with ethereal gunners though?
Doesn't.
Okay,
It just
well,
doesn't-
there goes
doesn't
your
activate.
1,500 unit. Look at, yeah, Cetra's doing his thing. Yeah, so this is what happens when you go a skirmish army and you don't have a front line. I feel
Cetra's getting spirit leeched and soul blighted.
Don't worry, if he
Okay.
takes Cetra down, he wins the battle because the army will crumble. He's got this.
Ooh.
Now basically the entire zombie front line is gone.
Yeah, the front line.
What do you mean the front line?
Yeah. A few more goals which have been.
It's a Game of Thrones tactic. Put your artillery and stuff in the front, and then all your melee stuff in the back.
Yeah. Have the melee cheer on your artillery.
I mean, the artillery wasn't in the front in this game, but yeah, the missiles were.
Yeah, the gunners were.
Cetra's just getting shot down.
Yeah.
He's standing there. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
He knows he's gonna be reanimated or make him unkillable.
Yeah. There goes the Sphinx. You know, if only he would have brought the Spooder build, he could have won this battle. Actually, I don't know if he would have. Who knows? What the fuck?
With my build, with the sirens?
Yeah, the sirens.
Probably, yeah. There would be nothing to kill them. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, no. He would be able to kill them with the Sepulchral Stalker missile attacks and
Yeah.
necrosphere, but...
And Cetra does magic like Cetra has
Yeah,
thing
but
which
just
gives
bring
back.
pole arms.
Cetra doesn't have magic damage.
Doesn't she have something that gives?
Nope.
Oh no, so Cetra has the Wrath of Petra, which is one of the reasons I bring her, because
Bring her.
if you set that off in the middle of a group of sirens, the entire group of sirens is
So
deleted.
basically, like my build brings the Bloody Reaver Deck Guard, which on its own would be able to kill like all the large stuff because it's so stupid.
We got a Boolean Warhammer. Oh, I didn't get enough time. Cetra's dead. We have.
Yeah.
So like if this was my build, I would have the Bloody Reaver Deck Guard, which would be taking care of like the Necrosphinx, etc., and everything else, and it would be impossible to kill for them except by using magic. But Cetra's magic is pretty shit. Like the lore of Nekihara is shit.
Probably,
so,
yeah.
Not really doable, and Deck Guard would just kill everything else. And the Sirens, the only thing they have to contend to it would be the Necrosphinx and Sepulchral Stalkers. But if the Sepulchral Stalkers and the Necrosphinx are being engaged by the Bloody Reaver Deck Guard, or the Sirens are being protected by them, there would be nothing to do. Like the Sirens would just kill all the horsemen and skeleton warriors. And
Yeah, the horsemen would be completely worthless in that engagement. They'd just be kind of chaff to try and prevent damage from my units.
and also I use a Morgulus in that tactic.
Yeah. I've seen like the triple Mongol or whatever it is. So.
Yeah, it's like one unit and the Morgul Hunter, which is the big guy, the big hero, which is actually really strong. Like it can 1v1 most stuff in the game.
Yeah, look at that. Your vampire fleet captain, 10,000 damage, 600 damage value. Oh yeah, those gunners did nothing that game.
Skeleton Horsemen dealt a decent amount of damage considering it's them, but they've engaged zombies and shit. So
Yeah, I just kind of brushed them in right at the start and didn't really just to like pin the enemy in place, and then yeah.
All right, let's move on to the final battle, which is the Vampire Counts versus Greenskins. Oh no.
oh no.
Time to tear into this greenskin.
Oh no, it's almost double sized.
Wait, I think I remember. I think I told him to do a goblin army. He's like, okay. He did a goblin army.
He's like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna listen to this guy.
All right, pause. Let's see here. Before we look at, of course, we're in tradition. Let's look at the normal Crossie army. Then we'll look at the weird champ greenskins.
Lamian Vampire Lord. Now that's interesting.
Yeah, I figured I'd try this. I think she has Lore of Shadows.
People don't use the special Vampire Lords of the vampires. Because vampires have so many really good lords, and with stuff like the Red Duke and shit like that, you don't really get to use the other ones, which are actually amazing. Like all the special vampire lords are really good, and you just don't get to use them because there's always something better.
Yeah, so I decided to try it this time because she has a mix of Lore of vampires and Lore of Shadows. So Enfeebling Foe, Pendulum, Invocation the Heck, and Raised Dead.
See.
Also, I was going to say then just another couple of nice abilities in the Lightning Reflexes, which keeps her alive, and a Seduction, which reduces the speed and melee attack of a lord when you engage with them. So yeah, it's quite nice.
So what I want to say is that all of these special vampire lords get unique abilities that nobody else has. All of them have something unique. Some of them have like a really good mixture of really strong spells, and then some other like unique spells just for them. And they all have, I think, the Dragon Mount or something similar. So whichever lore you bring for the vampires, it's most of the time it's going to be really good. I actually advise you to do my meme build with Heinrich Kemmler and bring the all the weird stuff for charging in. It's so stupid. Like I don't know how many battles with that shit. I still can't believe I won. Yeah, you like get some Vikings and stuff. It's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this army is some zombies, 5 zombies.
I would say, yeah, pretty basic vampire army. The only thing that I would change is, especially with greenskins, they don't have any real magical damage except for, the actual magic. So I would bring the Hexgeists, the funny reapers on the ethereal horse cav. The ethereal horse cav, yes.
So the Regiment for Renown Black Knights, I don't know. I think they're really expensive. Like they're 1100, I think.
1100, yeah. Or 1101. Oh no, yeah, 1100, yeah. Sorry.
I don't know. They have regeneration, so it's okay. I think they're not needed. Like you could bring like 4 skeleton spearmen for that amount of money and just use them.
I would like so I'd get rid of it and use the ethereal cap because they could do a lot of damage. Just
also, yeah. The hex rates, the regiment
hex rates. There you go. Yeah,
are really good.
Yeah, especially against greenskins.
Sorry, they don't have regen though, so
they don't have regen.
That's why you just non-stop heal them with general location.
That's why I've got the Stonesman as well. Just love my double regen.
White King, I don't know. It's not needed. 12 Nagash though, always bring that shit. It's OP.
Yeah.
It's actually broken.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at the Goblin army. We got some goblins on the front line.
Oh my god, it's Karsnik.
Yeah, he brought Karsnik.
it's already mega based.
I mean, we have goblins, the best unit in the game. Always make sure to bring these. The entire army of them.
I would say goblins are pretty decent, but only. Actually, not in this engagement. Like, they can be useful just as really cheap screens against missile units because they have silver shields and they are so cheap. So if you just put them ahead, or alternatively to like absorb the charge and then let your kind of orc boys or whatever charge the enemy after they've engaged the goblins.
So I'm gonna say
don't use them as like a backline defense like this.
What are you gonna say, Spooder?
I'm gonna say something about the goblins, which I think they're deceptively strong. They're actually a really good unit, unironically. I used to play with friends multiplayer games where we would like do if somebody engages an AI, we play as the AI. So every battle we play against each other, and a lot of the times like they would attack greenskins, and they would have a bunch of goblins. I would use those goblins, and like so many times the goblins would just do such an amazing job, especially because they have silver shield, so they block 55% of the damage, and they're expendable unit, so it doesn't matter if they route, but they're actually a pretty good unit to use against like cheap stuff, and you can have a lot of them. Mm-hmm. So I honestly think that they're actually good. Unironically, a good unit and worth the money.
Yeah, well, I mean, they only cost 300, so.
Yeah. Like silver shields for that amount, it's pretty good.
Yeah. We got some nasty skulkers. Oh wait, we got nasty skulkers. Armor piercing cost 450. Why not? They have armor piercing. Do they have? They have smoke bomb.
I always prefer the goblins that have the spinning loons if I'm going for something like this, just because they can be so good. But yeah,
the fanatics,
yeah. We have some night goblins over here, but they're not fanatics. You should always. Well, they have the loons of the 8 peaks, so they have.
It's a regiment for now. Yeah.
That's a regiment for now.
Yeah.
They have that, but nasty skulkers. I was gonna say they're one of the cheapest armor piercing units in the game. Mm-hmm. Well, armor piercing infantry. They can be very useful because of the spells they have.
Yeah. They have the smoke bomb and opportunist murder.
They're a unit that if you use it at the right moment, they can do a lot.
Yeah, you can catch lords with them pretty easily if you use them right. They also have Vanguard deployment, so that's something. We got some Night Goblin archers.
As a squig herd in the woods.
Nice. Always bring Night Goblin fanatics. I talked about this in my Orc Cafe video, but if you are going to bring them, just because they have the loons, and the loons are actually they're so strong. Goblins in the back, Night Goblins. Yeah, we got some squig herds. Why not? Use those squigs.
Too much artillery.
Yeah.
You don't need those.
And he didn't even bring the flying ones. I forget what they're called. The Doom Divers. Sad. But we got some right. Yeah. And then we got some Wolf Riders. Don't bring Wolf Riders. Bring Squig Riders. Just straight up. They'll be better. Not much more to say about that. But
yeah, I think the only time I can see Wolf Riders being useful is if you're going against like skirmish cavalry or against like a super like archery based thing where their extra pace could get them in a bit quicker.
Mhm.
But against the vampire counts who have no range and are going to be coming to you regardless, like just going a bit with the tougher, more damage dealing units. Yeah, seems sensible.
True, yeah. The Wolf Riders are much quicker, so.
yeah. All right, let's start the battle in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's see.
I'd say probably just bring more Forest Goblin Spider Archers here, just because
Yeah. Did he bring?
they can run up and just harass. He brought a couple that are right in the forest, but
Oh, I didn't see them. Yeah, they're actually pretty good against vampires. Oh, you should
I think
always
they-
bring
yeah,
them.
been-
Yeah,
yeah,
you should always
the
bring them.
harass,
Like, I don't know why I
kind of
said they're
insane.
only good. Yeah, they're always good. Always bring them. Especially against no archers here. I see the rock lobbers doing their job. Now imagine if those were flying goblins.
trying to hit up moving lords.
I
I
think,
think the whole 100 damage there.
Oh, Skarsnik is casting. Oh wait, did he bring? No, I think he brought a shaman. Yeah, he did. With all the
Yeah, he
spells.
did it. I mean,
Using the magic missiles. Hmm.
That spell, what was it called? The Gaze of Mork, right? And
Yeah.
the Vindictive Glare for the other one. That's actually a really good spell. It's really cheap. It seems like it doesn't do damage, but it actually does. If it hits properly, it does a lot of damage.
The gaze of Mork?
No, the Vindictive Glare, but I think it's the same thing. It's just a different lore book. It's
Oh
a
yeah, the big one,
Wah.
little wah. Hmm. I can never get any use out of this. I always like to just use Here We Go and
It's another one of those me playing against friends in campaign and using that to win like shitty battles in like the first couple of turns. And there was one battle one time where the Vindictive Glare basically carried me. Like the guy he just had that one spell, and I just kept spamming it, and he had something like 600 kills just with that spell. It was like really, really stupid. But
I would say I've definitely had some success with that spell before myself as well. Just when you bring that shaman, I think on the Arachnarok, and you can just have the anti-dodge and the kind of sniping ability of that, it can be quite strong. So
if you shoot it into a blob and it arcs in a certain way, it just mows down like the entire units at once. It's just a really, really stupid spell that's actually strong.
all these night goblins should be shooting the Claw of Nagash right now. Oh yeah, we also forgot about talk about the swamp things. Regiment of Renown, River Trolls. Like, I've never used them.
The swamp things.
Things. Yeah.
they have, I think they're a bit advantage. They have a thing that's using -6 melee attack, but
Yeah.
I think
Wait, what
Stone
type?
Trolls actually good value. So
Also, they are blue.
They are blue. Also, really quick, he used the Foot of Gork, very good spell. Problem is, he did not use it on the Blood Knights. Like, used against zombies there. If he would have used it on the Blood Knights right there, he actually could have won this battle.
Another thing is, if you look at the back, he's got all these Forest Goblin Spider Archers just shooting at a unit of zombies are just parked there, while my Blood Knights just completely destroy his cavalry, and yeah.
Yeah, this goes into you need to focus your targets because these the Night Goblin Archers could actually be doing pretty decent damage to the Claw of Nagash right now.
Yeah, he's
But
winning down the Sternsman, to be fair. So he's getting shooting. But yeah, this whole time the Claw of Nagash is like whittling away the health, or it will be when it moves up, the health of these units. So
Yeah.
The Blood Knights mowing down the Squig herd.
No. Rest in peace, Squig Herd.
oh yeah, like absolutely no damage.
War Beast Squigs, yes.
The Black Knights with Lances on
I
full
wish-
health, or they were on full health because of the regen.
I wish there were exploding. Actually, no, there are exploding squigs. They're just campaign exclusive, so you can't use them
Yeah.
in custom battles.
Yeah, it's what was it called? I forgot. What was the name of it?
The exploding squig, probably something.
No,
along
no,
those
no, no,
lines.
no. It has a funny name.
Forest Goblin Spider Riders,
yeah, it's,
all
it's
shooting the same unit
super-
zombies.
Yeah, they just chilling.
They're called Super Squigs. I
Super
remember.
squigs.
Yeah, Lamian Vampire Lord just running down Skarsnik. There's a big mushroom. Went on a rampage because Skarsnik, funny guy, uses funny spells. It's actually a very useful spell. I think the war boss, like the Goblin war boss, has like 2 different spells that make you go rampage or immobile. So you can use that to just have a unit stuck forever. And it can be very useful. And the Lamian Vampire Lord is actually going down, what the hell?
We're good. Yeah, we're good.
Scarf OP anti-large armor piercing actually broke the Vampire Lord. What the fuck?
Skarsnik is too strong.
Nerf, maybe? Yeah.
He did a good job, to be fair, of getting his Goblin Rock Clubbers back online, because they did a lot of damage to my Blood Knights that were engaged in the combat here. They went down from about 30 models down to 13 here and on almost no health. Before I managed to get my other Blood Knights round to kind of wrap them up, so yeah, that was well played.
Mm-hmm.
But by this point, like, his kind of chaff units have been whittled down badly, so... And I've still got the White King on decent health. And a unit of Blood Knights on almost full health, so... Yeah, I don't think his remaining units have enough to kill the Blood Knights, the Claw of Nagash, and the White King.
Have you used the breath attack even once?
Good question, man. I can't remember. I think I used it right. I think I rushed her in right at the start and used it against someone, like when I was like initially trying to shut down the artillery with his archers or something. But I can't remember since then. Just being annoyingly tanky, I found. Yeah.
His friend. He has 2 kills. I don't know, that squig has a name, I don't remember what it is. But okay. I remember there's a quest battle in campaign. I don't remember for who it is, but there's like one battle where there's like 20 super squigs charging at you, and you gotta shoot them, and they chain explode if you get one. Super squig.